Have you ever looked up at the night sky and wondered, if the universe is so vast and full of planets, where is everybody? We've scanned millions of stars, found Earth-like worlds, and seen galaxies stacked to the horizon. But what we haven't found is anyone waving back. This cosmic silence is known as the Fermi Paradox. By the numbers, intelligent life should be common. By observation, it looks like we're totally alone. One possible answer to this puzzle is so unsettling it has its own name: the Great Filter. Imagine the journey from a dead rock to a starfaring civilization as a giant staircase. Step 1, a stable star. Step 2, planets in the right temperature zone. Step 3, self-replicating chemistry. Then you get single-celled life, complex cells, multicellular creatures, intelligent tool users, and finally, a technological civilization that can reach for space. The Great Filter is a step on that staircase so difficult or so deadly that almost no one makes it past. Somewhere between a star forming and a space empire rising, there's a barrier that stops nearly every attempt at life in its tracks. This leaves us with two possibilities. One is comforting. The other is horrifying. Option 1, the Great Filter is behind us. Maybe life itself is almost impossible to start. Maybe most planets are just sterile rocks forever. Or perhaps simple life is common, but evolving complex cells like ours is a once-in-a-galaxy fluke. On Earth, single-celled organisms dominated for billions of years before complex life ever appeared. That long, quiet period might be a clue that this particular step is insanely rare. If that's the case, the universe could be teeming with barren worlds and silent oceans of microbes. But almost no one ever gets smart enough to build rockets. In that scenario, we aren't just another civilization. We are the miracle, the lottery ticket that actually won. But there's a strange twist. If we were to find simple life nearby, say, fossilized microbes on Mars or something swimming in Europa's hidden ocean, that would actually be bad news. It would prove that the early steps of life aren't rare at all. And if life starts so easily on many planets, then the Great Filter probably isn't back there with the microbes. It's ahead of us. That brings us to option 2. The Great Filter is still coming. In this version, civilizations like ours pop up all the time. They build cities, invent computers, and light up their planets with radio signals. And then, almost every single time, something goes wrong. Nuclear war, runaway climate change, an engineered pandemic. Or an artificial intelligence that gets a bit too intelligent for its creator's own good. Maybe it's not always a fiery end. Maybe civilizations just stall out. They get lost in perfect virtual worlds, automate everything, and choose comfort over the risk of exploring the dark between the stars. From the outside, those planets would look just like what we see now, quiet and empty. If that's what's happening, then the sky above us is a graveyard. A graveyard of species that climb just as high as we have, and then hit the wall. This is what makes the Great Filter concept so heavy. It turns our own timeline into a terrifying question. Are we the rare species that already survived the impossible? Or are we just another civilization walking toward the same cliff edge everyone else fell from? Either way, the stakes are cosmic. If the filter is behind us, we might be one of the only intelligent species to ever exist. That makes every war, every existential risk, a gamble with the only known consciousness in the entire observable universe. If the filter is ahead, then we are living in a minefield. Every new technology is a potential trigger. Every global crisis isn't just a bad century. It could be the final chapter of our story. Here's the central paradox. Part of us desperately wants to find alien life. But under the Great Filter theory, a silent, lifeless universe is actually good news. It suggests the early steps are hard, and the worst challenges might already be in our past. The darkest discovery we could possibly make would be finding the ruins of an advanced alien civilization. It would mean that intelligence arises often. But something out there in front of us is cutting almost everyone down. So here we are, standing on a tiny rock, orbiting an average star, trying to guess which side of the Great Filter we're on. Maybe we're early. Maybe we're lucky. Maybe we're doomed. Or maybe the universe is far stranger than we can imagine. But until we know for sure, we are living in that shadow, where we might be the universe's only shot at turning matter into meaning. Or just the next entry in a very long list of civilizations that almost made it. Which side of the wall do you think we are on? Leave your opinion in the comments. If this kind of video inspires you to think outside the simulation, drop a like and follow for more, as we continue to explore the vast oceans of knowledge in future videos. Thanks for watching. Zero, signing off for now.